So today I'm going to share with you a brandy. Standing here in my kitchen for a change of scenery. That is very smooth. It's Grande Amber. It has a cork top, which nobody has a cork top. So it's kind of a traditional feel. According to the bottle, it was made in the European tradition, yet is America's premier brandy. In handcrafted oak barrels, this thing is created. No caramel coloring, it seems. Do you know what it is? Here's the big reveal, the special effects. Masson. Masson? You can barely read that, but it says Grande Amber, and up here, VS, very smooth. Though, I don't know if VS is actually a legitimate thing, or they're just kind of playing with the world of brandy. Because, you know, if you have something that says VSOP, that technically means that the brandy was in the barrels for anywhere between, there's like 4 to 6.5 years. And then there's VO, which is very old, and there's names here that recognize like Napoleonic brandy as something that's lasted for a while. But I don't know if VS means anything, if there is actually a correlation between the age of the brandy and that. It may just be something fun, because we don't have the requirements here in America that, let's say, cognac in France does. Anyways, this is a good brandy. Very solid. Can't go wrong with this. I'm going to do a little taste test here, right? Live. In my pirate shot glass. There we are. Hair in my mouth. Well, the hair tastes rather human, and I was thinking here, I find with brandies, sometimes it's hard to tell some of them apart. Particularly if you start drinking them as much as I am. I just feel like they kind of sometimes blend into each other. But then you have a bad one. And you're like, yeah, no, I know that one's a bad one. And then you have a really good one. And you're like, wow, that's really good. Because I just want to keep drinking it. So whatever VS might mean, Masson is giving you exactly what they say they are. Very smooth brandy. This tastes really good. It's not too hard. It's not too, like, what is this? It's not too sweet. It doesn't taste cheap like a cheap brandy does. I'm going to take another sip here. Some brandies have a couple tastes that you get when you drink them. Some I find are really a heavy feeling, but this is not. This is just a really decent, good brandy that I just don't think you can go wrong with. So I'm highly recommending Masson brandy. One more sip. Or Paul Mason, I don't know how to pronounce it. I am a Freemason, so I'm totally biased to pronounce it that way. Really, really good brandy. You're not going to go wrong with it. I don't think it cost me maybe $20 top, so it's not very expensive. And yeah, a nice thing that you can bring to a party and people will really enjoy having.